Crafty friend, it's Justine. Today I'm going to be working with the A Little Hello card kit of the month from Spellbinders for June 2023, and I will do some I will make 8 cards today. So I am basically using everything just from the kit and not adding in too many extra bits and bobs because the quick and easy card kit is really meant for quick and easy cards that are made with just supplies from the card kit, so I figured I would just do some inspiration with that. I guess the only thing that I did add was just a couple different cardstock papers on the back just to border the cards, but otherwise everything is strictly from the card kit. So let's just get started. And oh yeah, and I used my foam, so I have my foam all ready to go, and I guess let's just start with the first one. So the first one, I have 3 of the chipboard frames, and I wanted to put some pattern paper behind these, so I just have some of my pattern paper on the side here, so let's just pick some. I did not plan that part out in advance. I think I'll use this paper for the windows here, and then maybe this light blue for the green one, and this green one for the blue one. I'm just going to show you how I do this on one of these frames, and then I will show you the end result with the other 3. So these chipboard frames do have a release paper on them, so technically they are chipboard frame stickers, and that just peels right off. And then to put it on, I like to position the corner of the paper on the frame like this, because I know that it is covering the hole, and I only have to cut just a little bit and I will have the paper in the back. Isn't that cute? Really easy, pretty simple too. I'm going to use the spring-loaded scissors because my Spellbinders little snips are in a backpack that I was doing on the road because I had some stitching I was doing. So these spring-loaded scissors from Fiskars are my second favorite scissors, I would say, because they're just so easy to use. Look at that, you know? Alright, third favorite, Spellbinders snips. They are so good. Anyway, that is all I'm doing for these frames, so I will show you the end result with the other 2 frames in just a second. Oh, also, I like to take the stick off of these chipboard frames, either by just pouncing it on, just being real here, my shirt, or if it will pick up some lint or there's a little fuzz, or I will use this, which is an anti-static pouch. I like to call it the mouse pillow because if a little mouse had a little bed, that would be a pillow for it. But anytime that I'm working with stickers or anything that is sticky that I want to be able to position a lot without it getting stuck down permanently, I will take this little anti-static pouch, just give it a little rub, and now it's not sticky, which is fabulous. And you can also use this for embossing, for heat embossing. There's a few other things you can do with it, but I digress. It will make your fingers look crusty dusty though, so beware. Alright, I'm going to do the other 2 windows, and I'll show you where I'm at with that in just a couple seconds. Okay, I have all 3 windows done, and I just love how just working with different pattern papers can really just bring a card to life, and I just think that there is no problem at all to mix and match the pattern papers, because part of the process of designing a card kit is coordinating all of the papers and die cuts, stickers, everything to go together. So even if the pattern paper is completely different, it does go together because that's how it was designed, and that's beautiful. So okay, I'm going to put the circles down first, and then I am going to put down this one kind of diagonal. I do want to pay attention to the direction of the little white flowers here, and for whatever reason this frame has a little wrinkle in it, so I'm going to try to cover it up with the dark blue frame. We will see. To add on my frame, I'm just using some liquid glue. This is the Barely Art liquid glue. It's just in a small container because with filming, especially when I'm not doing voiceovers, like on this video, this is just me live crafting. I like to have a small bottle because I set things down kind of hard because I'm in the zone, and I think that the little bottle is less of a thump. This one is quite a big thump, but it's the same glue. I literally just poured it out of my refill bottle, which is so stinking cute. If you've never seen it, it's a bear. This is adorable. There's just barely any gone in this one, but I just plopped it in right before the video, so now I am good to go for crafting, and I'm just excited about my refill because that means I can craft some more. Alrighty, now this frame I'm going to pop up. I'm going to use the foam squares from the card kit, and I am going to put the foam just on diagonal corners because the other corners are popped up, or I guess have the dimension, if you will, from the other chipboard frames, and that's just kind of giving them a little lift already, so it doesn't really need foam everywhere. And yes, I'm using the negative space parts of the foam squares because they work just as the other squares do, and it's just using all of my resources, which is saving money. So why not, you know? Also, if you run out of these little foam squares, Spellbinders does sell foam squares on their website. They have a small and a large pack. I actually bought the adhesive bundle in, what month was that? May. And it's pretty great because you get the tape runner, you get the large foam squares, the small foam squares, and you get a tape runner, which I really like their tape runner. I've been trying to use up these. I don't even know how many I have of these. A lot. But their tape runner I prefer because it's not permanent. I guess maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I found it easier to use their tape runner because their tape runner I can pick up and position things if it's not straight. And with other foam, with other tape runners, it's kind of stuck wherever it is it's going to be. So I do find that is really nice. Speaking of those foam squares, I'm actually going to pull those out because the foam squares from the card kit are a little bit thicker. So we're just going to put those over there for just a second. And I'm going to use these for my tail of the bird because there's no height underneath it from the paper. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to use one of these foams. Not those two. Okay, those two are connected forever. One of these foam squares. You can see they are different thicknesses. Hopefully that's catching on camera. Good. Okay. There we go. And then I'll just take the release off of the yellow one. Okay. And then I'll just use my tweezers and stick that under my tail. And speaking of my tweezers, these are also from Spellbinders. There's certainly other companies that sell reverse tweezers. I just prefer these since they are a straight nose. These came in the Susan Tierney Cockburn Essential Tool Kit. If I remember when I am editing this video, I will link that in the description as well. Now for my butterflies, I am just going to glue the center of the butterfly, and then I'm not going to put foam under this wing because it's supported from the frame, but I will take half of my foam on this one and stick it under my other butterfly wing just to give it a little support. That way it won't get squished. I hope I sound better. In my last few videos, I've definitely had, at least I've noticed, a little twang in my voice. Again, I still don't know what it is. Is it allergies? Maybe. Bad air quality? Maybe. A cold? Maybe. I don't know. I'm on the mend, so I guess that's important, but I've been super excited to work with June's club items and just been kind of waiting to make this video because I've been so busy, and I had some pretty serious sunburn, so I could not film. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I do have quite a few lights here when I'm filming, and the burn was kind of severe enough for me to even be affected by my filming lights. So yeah. It's been an interesting start to the summer, we'll just put it that way. Okay, now these little Always Loved and From the Heart were chipboard stickers from the card kit, kind of like these guys. Super cute and perfect for adding a little sentiment. Anyway, that is the first card. Oh boy, I'm at 14 minutes and I've got one card done. This might be a chatty video. Okay, for this card I went totally pink, and I am just using a little bit of my scrap here, and I made a card panel to go on my card front. And then I have a chipboard frame where I took the pattern paper from the background and put it in the frame just as a little bit of an illusion. And then this is just the cutest little die cut shape, and I'm going to put that right about here. Before I glue anything down, I kind of wanted just to see where things were going. I totally bumped my layout and I don't even remember what I planned, so we're just gonna kind of wing it on this card, and I think I am pretty satisfied with this. I mean, how can you go wrong with these really cute little die cuts? Now, the rest of the club items for Spellbinders are all kind of under the sea themed. So if that is your thing, please check those out. Even if it isn't your thing, I think you'll like them because they're just so creative, and I just really especially like the large die of the month with the whale. I use the whale with the glimmer and with the stitched, which is the stitched seashell card front. It's just so cute, and I think you'll like it. I am doing a video for all of the club items, so if you are a club subscriber, go ahead and check out my videos because I hope to inspire you, and I hope that you really enjoy your club items. I know that sometimes people get them and they're like, oh, I have a couple stored in my craft room already and I haven't used them. I would totally challenge you to go ahead and just play around, even if it's not something that you even if you don't have an occasion for the card, or if you're just kind of not in the mood, just try it. If you don't have an occasion for the card, that's fine too. You can just go ahead and play with it and just make a card to make a card, with that being the goal in mind of just making something. Sometimes when I know sometimes when people are okay, we have a giant air bubble and my phone is blowing up. Okay. I know sometimes when people get a card kit, it can be a little overwhelming because there is a lot of stuff in the card kit. And then people will think, well, I spent this money on it. I want to make sure I make as many cards as possible, or I want to make the perfect card with this. And really, there is no rules. So just have fun with it and see what you make. Now, as I've just been chatting away, I've been adding these embellishments on, and can you believe how cute these are? I forgot to even say at the beginning of this video that I did an unboxing, and I show you what's all in this card kit, but these sequins are just adorable, and they have a little extra different shapes with them. You can kind of see in the camera there. There's little butterflies, there's the sprinkles, and then there's these like little iridescent sparkles. Oh, it's so pretty. Anyway, I put it in this jar just because these little sparklies were just getting everywhere, and I just needed something to contain them. But how fun is it to add a little bit of a different kind of embellishment on a card? These little butterflies are probably my favorite part of the embellishments. They're just really sweet and delicate. I'll put this card off to the side so it can dry, and then we'll get into card number 3. This one. Now, this one, I kind of was thinking I would use it for an encouragement / graduation card. I am a kindergarten teacher, if you're not aware. Hello, I am a kindergarten teacher, and I have been teaching, I don't know, 6 years now, and I used to teach 3rd and 4th grade in a combined classroom, which was super fun too. I love that age, but I like kindergarten better just because they are just honestly hilarious, and they grow so much over the year. But anyway, I digress. Back to the graduation reason for this card. My first 3rd grade class is going into high school, and last year I just kept thinking in the back of my head with the 4th graders who were going into high school last year, oh, I should really give them a card for their 8th grade graduation. I should. And I completely just kept saying, I will in my own head. And I never did it. And I still feel bad about it. Not that it's like necessary, but I made cards, and I just really love those kids. They're just, they just become like part of your heart when you teach them. So, I really wanted to give them a card for their 8th grade graduation last year, and I think I will give the current 8th grade graduates a card this year, and then just give the 9th graders like a here's to a start of a new year. Maybe in the fall I'll give them a card. I don't know. But I just think that it's just nice to be nice, and high school is hard. But I think I'll use something like this for maybe one of the girls that graduated. They are such a reader class. They just love books and poetry. So I think that one of the girls would like this one with the cute book stack and the typewriter and of course the butterflies. When I first started teaching, I had butterflies just everywhere in my classroom. They were learning about it in science that year, so it was, appropriate, but I was kind of like the butterfly teacher for a minute there. So maybe they would appreciate butterflies again. I don't know. But anyway, it's cool to be kind. I think they used to say that. So it will be quite interesting seeing my first class graduate high school. Oh my goodness. That, I feel like I might cry. We'll see though, Now I'm going to take some of this liquid glue and just kind of make a line behind the butterflies here, like a little flying trail. And then I've never done this, so this might turn out poorly, but we're just going to see. So all of these little fluffy sprinkles, they're iridescent, whatever you want to call them, I'm just going to put over the glue, and then it will hopefully stick somewhere, and we'll see if that works. Not gonna work. I probably should have done it on just one butterfly before I just went crazy. Yeah, okay, that works. Kind of looks like a fluffy trail behind them. Okay, I'm going with it. Ouch, one's under my nail. Speaking of my nails, oh, they're really long. My amazing nail tech is on vacation. I hope she's having a fabulous time. She deserves the world because she's super sweet. But I need to make an appointment with her, like stat, when she comes back from vacation, because long nails are complicated to do certain crafts with. They worked really well for glimmering because I could just kind of pick things up with my nails, and it was super hot and it didn't even affect my hands. Life hack. Anyway, I'm just gonna get these little pieces off of that butterfly. I just love when they do the 3D butterflies like this. They're just so cute. Okay, I think that finishes off this card, and I'm pretty happy with the way that the little butterfly trails ended up. Why not? Why not try something different every once in a while, right? Life is too short to be boring. At least I think so. Okay, now this card is a scene card, which I really enjoy using pattern papers to make scenes. Even though the sky is not usually white with floating flowers. Definitely butterflies, but this is not a traditional sky. But we are going to make it a sky today. And the ground is going to be this green pattern paper. Did I just say pattern paper? Patterned paper. And this will be the ground. And because the ground is green, it just kind of gives the sky permission to be weird with the pattern paper. Plus, we're going to have this hot air balloon floating, so that has to be the sky because they don't float on the ground. Okay, let's put this down first because this is going to be in the background of my scene, so we'll work from the background forward. I love that this die cut has some foiling on it. You can see that little stripe. It's in the details. And actually, all three of them have foiling on them. Now these little trellises are so sweet. They're going to go behind my tree. I think I'm going to have them even. That's going to give the illusion that it is one fence. So this tree is a little skinny, so I do have to put them close together. I'm going to put my liquid glue kind of, kind of on the edges and then hit the middle a little bit, but not be too crazy about glue position. I hope everyone is doing well. This is June 1st, so happy June. It's the month of the Sacred Heart, so happy month of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. I just love summer. It's just beautiful here in Minnesota. Nice and summery, nice and sunny, beautiful days, and it's getting warm, which is always fun because it's pretty cold most of the year. So it's definitely becoming summer more and more every day. We've had a lot of the end of the year parties and graduations kind of already starting to happen, and the mosquitoes are out. So that's just kind of the way it is. Okay, I will add a sentiment on this card because I think it needs a little something just to finish it off. I'm not sure where to put this heart. I'm going to hang on to the heart for just a second. We're just going to have this little thing be a cloud. Pretend cloud over the tree. Ta-da. Okay, now my heart I think I'm going to put on the grass. Oh, no. I'm going to put it on the hot air balloon. because that looks adorable to me. Oh yes, that is so cute. Perfect. All right, I think it needs something on the bottom. Let's pop in this blue squirrel because why not? Okay, the amount of sass in that squirrel's eyes. All right, sassy squirrel is going to be over there. We're going to go on to the next card. Okay, this is card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. 5. Oof. Okay. For time's sake, this video has already been 30 minutes. I am going to make the next 4 cards off camera. I know, just bear with me, and then I will show you all of my 8 cards at the end. Sorry, I got chatty. Let me know in the comments next time, do you prefer just a long chatty video where I just make cards and if it's an hour, it's an hour? Or do you prefer more of a sped up inspiration video? Let me know. This time I'm going to do a little bit of both. I did 4 chatty and then I'm just going to make these and I will still show the process but kind of speed things up a little bit. Let me know in the comments what you think for next time. Now that I finished all 8 cards, I'll show you them. And I'd love for you to pick a favorite, so be on the lookout for your favorite. And you can just let me know in the comments below. I really love the way that this little fox one turned out. I think she is just so sweet, and there's a little bit of sass in her eyes, and she's got hard eyes, so that's just so cute. And I love these little wormies, or caterpillars maybe. They're just adorable as well. I do have a ton of this little sprinkle mix left over, so that's really fun. So that will probably be used in a shaker at some point. For now, it will go in my little area where I keep my sequins and shaker items, just so I am organized-ish and ready to go for a shaker card in the future. And I do like the way that the glue dried on this one. It just has the little sparkle trail behind the butterflies. It's exactly what I was looking for, and it worked, so hooray! And this one and this one. So again, let me know in the comments your favorite. I hope that this has inspired you in some way to make your own cards with this card kit. Again, this is the A Little Hello card kit of the month from Spellbinders for June 2023. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day and happy crafting. Bye-bye!